Did you know that GarageBand has an extra hidden delay plugin that has some really cool and unique features as well as a really nice looking visualization? Well, in this video, we're going to take a look at it. Let's go. Now, if you've used GarageBand for a while, you'd know that you have some stereo delays built into a lot of your presets, and there's also the track echo option here, which has quite a lot of cool delay options. But we have another one here in the audio units plugin. Let's show you how to add it. So I'm going to select a track, this vocal track, go up to our plugins and EQ settings here, tap on that one and hit the edit button. We just need to find a free slot here and hit the plus. And we're not going to use the default plugins over here. We're going to tap on this one and scroll right to the bottom. Now, if you don't have these, you may need to go into your settings and enable them, which I show in another video I'll have linked down below. But the one we're looking at here is this one, the AUDELAY. Let's tap on that one. And then to adjust our settings, we simply tap on the little Apple icon. And here we go. Let's take a look through the interface and see what this can do. So by default, it's set us here with a 1 second delay at a 50% feedback. And one of the reasons I love this plugin is you can see a really clear visualization of what's going on here. So if you assume here at 0 seconds, that's your original sound, you can see at 1 second, it's going to repeat at 50% volume. At 2 seconds, it's going to repeat again at 25%, and then so on. You can actually see a really clear visualization. You can zoom in and out on that as well. If you want to get a bit more of a view, you can zoom out or you can zoom in to see where these are. And yes, we can actually grab and move this dot to actually change our delay settings. For instance, if we want more of a slap back delay, a faster delay on this vocal, we can simply grab this one, drag it over to the left, and you can see there that all the other little points follow along. We can drag up if you want more feedback, and check it out in the top right. It's actually changing those. So we can adjust it. So if we want a really quick, like 0.1 second delay, we can have it right down to there. Let's take a listen to what this is going to sound like on this vocal.
I find it hard to be okay.
Pretty cool, yeah. Probably a little bit too intense, but no problem. We can just drag down to reduce the amount of feedback. So if we're happy with the length there, we can drag this one down, and then we can actually just have a little bit less feedback, and you can see it'll instantly start falling off there. Let's come back to the start of that and play it again.
I find it hard to be okay.
Sounds pretty cool, kind of what we want there. We can then adjust the dry and the wet of the mix here. So if we grab this dial and drive it down, just drag down, we can actually have less of that wet sound in there. So if we wanted a little bit more subtle,
With all the things that are happening,
we can do that, and it's sounding pretty cool. Another thing that's cool about this plugin is that as well as the mono delay that you've seen there, you can also enable stereo delay simply by tapping on this button here. Check that out. It's now got a stereo delay where it's going to bounce from one side to the other. It's often called a ping pong delay. Let's increase this just so that you can really get a feel. If you're listening in stereo, you'll hear a pretty cool stereo delay.
I find it hard to be okay.
Pretty nice, yeah? Another cool option here is that with some of your delays, you'll actually want to use this, your low pass cutoff. And what this can do is this means that only frequencies that are below that number are actually going to come through. It's going to cut off any higher frequencies. So for instance, if you drive this all the way down, just to really show you how this works, we're now only going to hear the delay on those lower frequencies. Let's take a listen.
With all the things that are happening.
And with that, you get that more dark echo kind of sound as opposed to the brightness. Sometimes you don't want all of those higher frequencies in your delay, so it can work really well. Now, one limitation of this plugin is that we don't have control like your note length. So if you want, say, a quarter note delay or an eighth note delay, you'll need to use the track echo. So to do that, we come back to here, tap track echo on here, and here you can actually set the time. So the other delay that I just showed you doesn't have any time syncing ability, but if you want to do something like a slapback delay or some nice ethereal sound, it worked pretty good. And I just love the visualization that we get in the AUDELAY plugin. And of course, you can use this on other instruments, your strings, your pads, whatever you like, even an electric guitar. So let's add this. We'll scroll on down to the bottom and add the AUDELAY plugin. And let's dial in a bit of a stereo ping pong delay for this guitar. What about like a bit of a deeper one? Let's go like almost a 1 second delay there, just so that we can hear it in a bit more detail. And let's play this guitar. And again, would you have that much in there? No, probably not. But remember, you can dial down the feedback to reduce how many times we hear it back, and you can use the dry-wet mix to reduce the total amount. You can even do something with this by putting it all the way to wet and adding it on a second track, and then use some automation for effects. And I talk about automating effects here in GarageBand using our workaround in the other video, which you'll find linked up there or right there on your screen now. I hope you found this useful. Jump in and use the AUDELAY plugin. It's pretty cool.